Okay, let's take a look. We have final project assignment, which is worth 10 marks. To get your full marks, you're going to have to fill in your last name, first name, student ID, and circle your lab section that you have. If this isn't filled in properly, you lose a mark. Make sure you print legibly so I can make this all out. And the project this semester is to do a restaurant type program. Now, of all of these sheets that are here, there's 6 sheets here. You only hand in the top page and the last page. You do not put the other 4 pages in. If you do, there'll be 4 marks deducted for putting in 4 extra pages. So just this first page, which identifies you, the last page, which is your honesty declaration, and then after that, you're going to put a printout of your program properly paged with comments and a hand-drawn structure diagram. So once you understand all that, it takes you through here in the details. Again, do not hand these in. These are details for you. It tells about the functionality. Now your initial screen should look like this. Excuse me. It could say Dave's, Sally's, Bob's, Fred's. Doesn't matter what name you use here, but it should basically look like this. And it should have all these choices in this manner and a special discount and so forth. And it talks about if you put 11.5% as a special discount, and the way you put that in is choose S. And I'll be taking you through a demonstration shortly about this and how it works. But all of these things and so forth, you're going to be using these defined statements in your code. All these things have to go. So please read this over carefully, but none of this is going to be marked without this being properly signed and dated. So let's take a look at the actual program running. I'm just going to double click on it here. And it should all fit nicely inside this screen that you've got here. So you can see your item, entrees, prices, number. Item, drinks, prices, number again. So for instance, the way it works is that, let's see if I can bring up my magnifying glass here. And if we take a look, let's bring this down just a little bit, that you should be able to type A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, over here K, L, M, N, O, P, and that's what it mentions down here. Select A to P, uppercase or lowercase, or R for reset, minus to do a correction, T for tip, S for discount, X for exit, uppercase or lowercase, and any other key that you type in should generate an error. So that's the kind of thing that you should do. So let's try running it. I'm just going to hit A, and if we again take a look here, what we see is the A, it's going to multiply 1 times 12.45, and down here at the bottom it's added all of these 0 times 9.99, 0 times 5.9, and so on, plus all of these numbers over here, excuse me again, 0 times 1.65 and so on, added all those to get a subtotal of the same number here, 1245, adds a PST, GST to get all this stuff. So this is how it should work. Now if you hit R for reset, it should put everything back to 0. Notice there's no jumping around of this. If I just type A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and actually have everything on the menu, the magic number that you should have here, if I just bring the magnifying glass down here for a second, should work out with everything ordered on the menu to 164.86. So those are the sorts of things you should be able to do. Now, the special discounts, that's just by typing any letter from A to P. Now, to make a correction, if I hit the minus key, whoops, notice if I hit a wrong key, it should say error and beep, and I've got the beeping shut off because I'm doing the video now. But if I type a minus, the minus is here, it says item to decrease. So let's just say that I want to decrease B. So I just put that, and it decreases it and takes it off here, so 0 times this now. But if I do a minus and do a B again, it does not go negative, and that's one thing you should not do. Now the tip, if we hit tip, the tip amount, even though it doesn't specify here, it should be any number from 0 to whatever amount that you want that makes sense. So you should not be able to put in a minus $5, for instance. It should do nothing to the tip, so it should check for that. Also the special discount, if we take a look there, and that is S for special discount, we hit S. Discount amount 0. Right now the discount amount is 0, and everybody's paying full price. Now before I do this, let me just make this 33. If I say I want a 1/3 discount, 33% discount, then the price drops by 33%. Now if I hit R for reset, I think you can see how this works a little better. If I hit A, and then I say I want special discount, and I say 11.5. And this is a way to check to make sure your math is working properly here. If I do 11.5% discount, notice if, let's bring up our magnifying glass again and take a look here. You notice that the original value was 1245, and our final value is 1245 when it recalculates and stuff with a 11.5% discount. So if your discount's working properly, 11.5 will mean that you're paying exactly the same total as the price of the product here. And that's one way to check out. So again, if we hit R for reset, that resets everything. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. It should come to a magic total as, again, this is your first check, is to check to make sure it's 164.86. And then you can try various discounts, and if you've selected all those, we can hit S for special, put 11.5, and whoops, 11.5, and we should see that the number, the magic number now with that no GST, PST added in should be 145.90. And the other thing is, if you put in a discount, it should check the special discount. If you put in 110 or 111, it should reset the discount back to 0. If we had S, if we put in, say, 100 because it's family, then everybody eats for free. This is how your program should work. And finally, when we hit X, it exits. Hope you can manage this, and you have until the very last week